times.
10 times 50, that's 500 people potentially.
Yeah.
Well, your emails and your texts must just go nuts. Do you put your phone numbers on the ads?
We we be a bit picky
because,
sometimes.
Man,
some properties, yes, some properties, there's just no point. I mean, we try and filter everything through the software into email, and then we can...
Do you, in terms of choosing tenants or trying to filter them, do you at that point, they've liked something on Trade Me, want to have a look at it, do you send them any initial paperwork saying, like a preview kind of thing, just to filter more?
Well, we can actually click a button and send them the application form.
Okay.
And we can also click a button in our system and say, these guys were good. And
Yeah.
we can write notes if we want to try and remember.
Yeah.
Because it can get hard to track what that application form that's come in and who that person was, because the physical meeting is really valuable. You get a huge amount of information from meeting a person.
Brilliant.
And this is just something for the tenants, if anyone wants to know how to kind of get the best foot forward if you're applying. Because of the privacy guidelines, basically everybody's using the Renty application form, or most of the property management market is, because it's a Trade Me product.
Gotcha.
It has fractured into 2 stages, stage 1, stage 2.
Yeah.
We get given a stage 1 application form to start, and we often have no idea what we're dealing with. And unless we prefer that, we can't see stage 2. But if it doesn't have information in it, we're never going to prefer it. So what I always
fill
say
out
to
as much
people,
information as possible.
Put in a photo so we know who we met and we can correlate that.
Do you find many people putting photos in?
About half.
So you're automatically lifted up the row if you add a photo. Hear that, guys?
Massively, especially when it's busy, because sometimes you might have 16 applications and you've just had 2 viewings with 20 people there each.
Right.
So you just don't know what to do with all these applications. You look at
should they be approaching you, if you are opening a house, say, and there's 10 other people there, should they be approaching you with keenness?
They should be on time, is what they should be.
On time, I like that.
No, they should be on time, and they should be introducing themselves so that we remember who they are.
It's an interview, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the first most important thing in selecting a tenant is the gut feel.
Yeah.
When we meet them at the property, do we get a good vibe? You know, are they friendly?
Yeah. You must get very good at reading people.
Yeah, I think so.
Because your portfolio gets burned if you have the wrong people. You're just dealing with those same people again and again and again. And because you're not tied to the property apart from having a management signed up, it's not your 800,000 sitting there. You can be a lot more judicious in terms of the people that you choose. If you don't get the right vibe, thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, and if you've got 100 properties to look after, as long as they're all doing what they should, that's manageable.
Yes.
But even if you had 2, where there's massive problems, you know.
Yes.
There's people damaging it, friends coming over there, not welcome parties, problems with the neighbours, like you name it. You've seen everything. You could have one property that would take 20 hours out of your 40 or 50-hour work week.
Right.
So if you had 2, you're working a full-time job on 2 properties, you've got 98 that you can't even look at. So you've got that. It's essential that they all bed in nicely.